Ready Scholars doing out there? How are Ready Scholars doing out there?
Good.
Yes. Give yourselves a hand. Ready Scholars. Awesome. This event is an event that we really take very, very much to heart each year because the partnership that we've established with our Blacks on Wall Street family is a partnership that's continuously growing, and it's a dynamic partnership. Each year we take our students out to New York City to the site, the Blacks on Wall Street. They host us there, 2 or 3 busloads of students, and it's a great event. A lot of learning takes place there, empowerment, great opportunities for you to network and talk with people that you may not ever have a chance to talk with that are highly trained and skilled professionals. So this is the second year we decided to bring them to us here at Abraham Clark High School. So I think that deserves a round of applause as well. And for them to want to partner with us, to continue the partnership, to want to bring their show on the road here at Abraham Clark High School in their travels is a great thing as well. So 6 years ago, we were approached by a great friend of mine who's actually here with me this morning, Miss Mathis. Give her a round of applause. Absolutely. Miss Mathis said, Mr. Bickens, I have a great idea. It would be great for you and your scholars to really have an opportunity to meet and partner with people in different parts of the industries that our students are perhaps considering one day to go into and really take their thoughts and ideas to the next level by just talking and really having dialogue with these individuals that are CEOs of Fortune 500 companies and that are doing great things in the field. And I took up with an offer and I said, that's a great thing. We should definitely make that partnership something that it's continued and it will continue to grow. And we were able to do that through Diane Mathis and Oracle. So this is year number 6 that we're involved in this process with Blacks on Wall Street. And it's because of Ms. Mathis that we're able to establish that partnership. So again, thank you, Ms. Mathis, for the established partnership. Thank you. So through that partnership, I met another fine gentleman, and he's here, the CEO of Blacks on Wall Street, Mr. Dennis Curry. Give Dennis a round of applause. And Dennis, as you would get to know, and he's going to be moderating, he's a guy filled with a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. He's a great person, has a lot of knowledge to offer, and he's going to make this event a most special event. And I'm just excited. I really am. One thing I'm excited about is that we're all here to be a part of this. We have our superintendent of schools here as well, Dr. Baker. Board member I see back there. Where is she? Right there, Ms. Kiana, she's there as well. Thank you, Ms. Jones. We have a lot more of our community members back there as well. Giveaway. Someone's on the line. Ms. Ware. Ms. Wilkerson, I see her. There's a few more people there as well. But we just have a host of people here today. BT Mathis is here as well. Thanks for being a part of this, BT. See Ms. Turnage in the back as well. Thanks for being here, Ms. Turnage. A host of people here that are going to spend time with us. So again, thanks for being here this morning. Great event, and I'm really looking forward to it. I am. So just really be engaged in the process. I want you to do that. Ask questions. That's why they're here. It's a great event, one that we take pride in, and I want you all to take pride in it as well. Remember, as Ram-Ready Scholars, our mindset is always to be respectful, accountable, and motivated. So I ask that you do that here this morning. Be respectful when we have presenters that are presenting and reporting out to you, and they're taking time out of their busy schedules to be here with us this morning. So that should be appreciated as well. So let's show them how we're Ram Ready. Let's show them what being scholarly as Ram Ready Scholars is all about. We have some of the best students on earth here at Abraham Clark High School, and we want to make sure that's put on display this morning. So we look forward to it. Thank you. We look forward to the event. And without further ado, I'm going to now turn it over to Mr. Dennis Curry, and he's going to continue with the wonderful program this morning.
Principal Mickens, don't you have some good news to share about your school?
Okay.
Don't forget that.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah, don't forget
Okay, so the good news is this here. 7 years ago, Abraham Clark High School was giving the distinction of a school in needs of improvement, right? We were given that designation as a school in needs of improvement. However, that is no longer the case. That is no longer the case. Through hard work, through our students really focusing and honing in on their academic skill sets and coming to school with their mindset focused on education and being progressive in all of their educational endeavors. And one thing that our students, I can say, when I first arrived here 11 years ago, one thing that's a bit different with our students now is this. We all come to school with a purpose. And the purpose is to receive an education here at the high school level. But not only that, we come to school knowing that what's at stake, the future. We have to prepare ourselves now for what's to come. We have to prepare ourselves now for college. We have to prepare ourselves now for work in the workforce, right? We have to prepare ourselves for making sure that we're ready when we go out there into the real world. We have to prepare ourselves for that. And a lot more of our students have taken on that mindset that this is what we're going to set out to do. Working and partnering with the teachers, the administrators, we were able to do that. We took a graduation rate that was 68% and we brought it to 91%. Right? So for 4 years going, we've increased our graduation rate, we've increased our college acceptance rate, we've increased our SAT scores, we've decreased chronic absenteeism, we've decreased dropout rate, and we were recognized last year in June as a school that is no longer in needs of improvement by the New Jersey Department of Education. We were removed from their watch list, and this is something that we need to continue to work on. We're not done. We have a ways to go, but we can definitely say, with a feather in our cap, that we as a school community have accomplished that, and the Roselle community as a whole. We've accomplished that, so we can stamp that as approved. We're no longer a school in needs of improvement, but let's continue with what got us to the point where we're at. Let's continue on to do what we've been doing, and that's making sure that we're coming to school focused with our mindset on education and going and preparing ourselves for college, work, and life. All right, so with that said, give that round of applause. I think it deserves that. And I'll now turn it over to Dennis.
I know you keep doing that, but I want to hear this. I want to hear the school song.
Oh, you want to hear the school song?
I want to hear the school song.
All right.
All
right. He wants to hear the school song. All right. No video recording. All right, scholars, let's do it one time. Dennis loves the school song, so we're going to give it to him.
Love it.
You ready? Yeah. On 3. Roll. Come on. Zell. Roll. Zell. We are the Rams, and we are Ram ready. We are the Rams, and we are Ram ready. One more time. Roll.
Zell. Roll.
Zell. We are the Rams, and we are Ram ready. We are the Rams, and we are Ram ready. Give yourselves a round of applause. Awesome. Dennis, we gave you what you wanted, all right?
Hope you guys can hear me. Yeah. As Principal Mickens said, we hold a special place in our hearts for Abraham Clark High School. You guys have been participating in our program for 6 years.
Absolutely.
be here again in February, back on Wall Street, down at Bank of New York. By way of introduction, I'm Dennis Creary. I'm the founder, president, CEO of Blackstone Wall Street. And I've assembled quite a dynamic team. We're actually growing rapidly. Blackstone Wall Street are. We've branched into many other little areas. We're working on a couple of producing some plays with the Negro Ensemble Company and working on the story of Dorothy Dandridge, which will be opening on Off-Broadway in June of next year. All right, so as we continue growing and expanding our partnership, we've also teamed up with various universities. One in particular, City University of New York. They've just opened up a new research facility in Harlem. And I was a little bit upset, to be honest, that they didn't have an outreach program to attract kids from that community to attend that particular university. Yeah? So we worked with them. We're putting on our very first STEM competition at the university. We're opening up their auditorium on November 20th. I know that we've sent an invite out to this particular school. We're expecting about 150 kids there. Tiki Barber is going to be one of our guest speakers as well. So we encourage you to come and participate. It's going to be more than just a competition. Yeah? The New York kids think that they're going to win the entire thing. We've got schools from Massachusetts coming in, schools from New Jersey, and schools from New York sort of competing to see, who's going to be the best. So if you think you can stand up to those New York kids, I encourage you to participate and enter. Yeah? I'd also like to introduce, got a few announcements before we get started. So I want to introduce my team. Vice President, Damani Corbin. I mentioned Damani because he works, he's a sales exec, highly sought after for one of the major software companies in Manhattan called Pivotal. He brought us into Pivotal to do a bit of a networking with our peers, and it was exceedingly successful. He's also introduced us to other not-for-profits that have enabled us as a company to expand a lot. So with that, Damani has just been promoted from VP to Senior Vice President. What can I say? Vice President. He's responsible for putting this panel together today. So due to his efforts in also reaching out to firms like NPower and forging a really solid partnership with them, firms like Diversent, he too has also been promoted to Senior Vice President to form his own team on the Blackstone Wall Street. Tanika Griffin. Okay. Yeah, we can't do any of this without you. So your public outreach has been fantastic. You're responsible for, I want to say, 60% of the kids who come to our programs. And you also have been promoted to Senior VP to form your own team, so thanks a lot. And of course, my right arm, Chief Operating Officer, Stephanie Brahima. You're not promoted. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a few of the partners who've come with us today. Yeah. So Gene, why don't you tell us a little bit about the company that you run called Diversent?
Well, good morning. And before I start, thank you everybody for attending this morning, and thank you for the invitation. It's my first time at Abraham Clark High School, so that's quite a song you guys got going on there. So that got us all started this morning. So I'm Gene Watt, CEO of a company called Diversent, and we are a staffing company. We're like an employment agency. So what we do is help people find jobs in the technology sector. Since 2005, so I've known Dennis for quite a few years. I think this is my second or third Blacks on Wall Street panel, so I look forward to doing these things. The firm has grown from a startup to approximately about a $200 million business and one of the largest black-owned IT staffing companies in the country. That's fantastic. I'm not trying to listen. Money's important, right? I get that. But what I'm here today is really for one purpose, and that's to inspire you kids to understand where you are today is not necessarily where you will be down the line, right? I'm from Asbury Park, New Jersey. First generation, my family set foot on a college campus, and we grew up less than rich. I'll just put it that way. Right? So I know what it means to struggle. I know what it means to not always have all the answers. But believe me, if you stick to it, you stay faithful to the goals, and you surround yourself with people that care about you and that want to see you succeed, you will make it. And I'm going to also try to help anybody in this audience who needs it. So thanks for coming out.
As you finish up high school and head towards university and looking for a job, again, to have one of the largest black-owned employment agencies right here in New Jersey is a great blessing for us, Gene, and we appreciate the work you do. The next company that was supposed to be here is a company called VetSource USA. It's founded by one of our panelists, CEO, Captain Lion Henry. He's sat on our panels before. He came here last year. He had a family emergency with his mom, so he won't be here. But I'll tell you a little bit about what VetSource does. All right. He is a disabled veteran who is trying to find jobs within Fortune 500 companies of individuals who have been either disabled or are returning veterans. So he's providing a really solid service for that. I see a lot of ROTC in the room as well. So keep that in mind and appreciate what you guys are doing. Yeah? And if I could have NPower talk a bit about what you do.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anna Prati, and I'm the Recruitment and Admissions Manager at NPower in Jersey City. So before I get started, I just have a few questions for you guys. If you can raise your hand, how many people here have a cell phone or computer that they use every day? So a lot of people. How many of you guys use social media, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? Okay. And how many people play video games on their phones, Xbox? Okay, so most of you guys. So now think about what happens when your phone, your computer, your gaming console breaks. What happens when a social media website goes down? I'm sure sometimes you guys are able to fix the problems on your own, but sometimes you need the help of professionals. So these professionals could be the Geek Squad for Best Buy. They could be technicians that come to your house from Verizon to fix your internet. It could be the women and men that keep Snapchat up so that you can talk to your friends. So NPower, the organization that I'm representing today, we create these professionals. We are a completely tuition-free 6-month-long program that prepares students for careers in technology. We break up the program so that our students get in-class instruction, hands-on training, and even a 7-week paid internship. We visit companies like Deloitte, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, like really, really big companies. We have executives and managers that come in to talk with our students, talk about what it's like to work for them and to be part of teams that they manage. We expose our students to new ideas and new ways of thinking to prepare them to be professionals. And not only that, we help people get professional clothing, and we even help pay for transportation so that you can get to class every day. Our students graduate from the program with a strong understanding of tech fundamentals, at least one industry-renowned IT certification, and just a newfound sense of confidence and excitement for the future. So if any of you guys are interested in careers in technology, if you join NPower as a student, you will learn how to install and troubleshoot hardware and software, configure operating systems like Windows, Mac. You can administer networks, manage cloud-based servers. The cloud is a big topic now. And you can even get into coding and scripting with Python, which is a really, really big programming language right now. So if you join NPower, you become a student, you graduate, you're prepared in those 6 months to become a desktop support specialist, IT analyst, PC technician, network administrator, If you want to go beyond that, this is a great stepping stone towards a career in like video game programming, website design, cybersecurity, and just a whole slew of other careers in tech. So to qualify for a program, if you're a young adult, you need to be between 18 to 25, have at least a high school diploma, and really just an interest and passion for tech. We do also offer the program to military of any age. They can be currently serving a veteran or the husband or wife of a veteran. And you need to be at least 21 years old and have a general or honorable discharge. So we offer, one more thing, we offer classes twice a year. January and July is when we start our semesters. And it would be really amazing to see some of your faces once you graduate, in our program. So that's it.
So, thank you, Empower. Before I pass it over to Dennis to introduce our panelists, I want everyone to kind of put their mind frame into what is after high school, what does college look like, what does after college look like. And it's never too young for you to start thinking about those things. And the reason why Empower is here, because a lot of times in high school we push college, college, college. And for some folks, that may not be the route. And programs like Empower, ROTC, other programs are there as avenues for folks who are driven, but college may not be the best route for you. However, the panelists here did take that route. And we want you to envision yourselves, put yourselves in that place to embrace and intake what it is that they're trying to give you today.
Thanks, Damani. Much appreciated. As we normally do now for the past couple of years, when we gather, a group of kids, I choke up when I talk about this, but I'm from two veterans. Both my grandfathers fought in the wars. Yeah. So I was actually, we call them the Royal Cadet Corps in England. You call it ROTC here. It was a passion of mine. I was in the Royal Cadet Corps for 4 years. I was a sergeant, and I had planned a military career until money got in the way. So I wanted to make more money. So that's what I mean. So I normally dedicate the events to veterans, and I'm dedicating this one to two individuals actually today. Yeah, I'm dedicating this to Sergeant Henry Johnson, and I'm going to give you some homework as well, kids. Yeah, I want you to look up Red Summer 1919. All right, this is the 100th anniversary coming up in November 11th, 11th hour, 11th day of the 11th month. It was the Armistice Treaty that was signed to end World War I in 1918. It's 100 years since that war has ended. Yeah, and there was a massive fear. It was the first time that black individuals were fighting and dying on foreign soil. Yeah. And when they came back, their minds were opened. I mean, they've been traveling in France. They've been traveling to Gallipoli. I mean, they actually Italy, Germany. So they came back with a wider view of themselves and what they could actually accomplish. Yeah. This scared the establishment tremendously. Here we have now very intelligent, armed individuals, black individuals coming back to the States. It didn't sit very well with the establishment, yeah? In the summer 1919, there were attacks on almost 20 cities that were predominantly black. Over 1,000 individuals were killed in their own homes, yeah? And Sergeant Henry Johnson was one of them. He actually didn't die during that summer, but he was wounded, right? When he fought in the war to end all wars, they called it, he was given the highest Medal of Honor that the French army had to give. It wasn't until 2015 that the US reciprocated and gave him his Medal of Honor. Okay, so definitely for Sergeant Henry Johnson, and look up Red Summer 1919. Okay. Now, I said that was 100 years ago. So remember that when November 11th was around. I don't know if you guys were poppies here. But yeah, but we're a poppy, and remember those who shed their blood. Now, I'm also going to dedicate this to Botham Jean, all right? This is 100 years have passed, and here's this young man from St. Lucia, a Christian soldier, yeah? In his own apartment, door locked, police officer thinks she's in the wrong apartment, gets in somehow, we don't know, and kills him in his own apartment. 100 years after it was done on a mass scale, all right? And there's not much difference between Botham Jean and us, all right? We were all on the same ship, we just landed on different shores. I'm English, my family just landed somewhere else, landed in the West Indies, all right? So his family landed in St. Lucia, all right? So I dedicate this one to you both, and I won't forget you. As I said, same ship, different shores. I mean, how many people here are of West Indian heritage? Good representation. African heritage, Ghana? Nice. Where are you from? Yeah. So you guys can speak the same language. I saw another hand up. Where are you from? Nigeria. Nice. Nice. And you? Got any? No. 3? Outnumbered. Brilliant, brilliant. And so, again, we have the same experiences. It doesn't matter where we come from or where we've grown up, where we've lived. We have the same experiences. The same challenges that you face here in the States are the same challenges that I faced in England. Same challenges that are going on even on African shore, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in France, in Italy, wherever we are, they seem to try and put us down at the bottom rung. All right? And we're strong individuals. We always try and rise above that. All right? That's why we've put together a solid panel to share their experiences with you. Okay? Now, when I look around the US and I see monuments and buildings that were built by our forefathers, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm actually quite proud to say that our forefathers built the US Capitol, built the University of Virginia. We were the first blacks on Wall Street were actually slaves. They were sold on Wall Street. A wall was built there by slaves. Okay? And there's a tiny little monument to that today. Right? The name Wall Street comes from slaves. Right? They built that wall. And I'm absolutely proud of that. Trinity Church, one of the oldest churches in the US, was built by slaves. Right? When you guys come into Bank of New York, and you come up to this massive building at 101 Barclay Street, remember this. The bank itself sits on what used to be a slave burial ground. All right, so they built this on our part. So don't be ashamed of owning that and saying, yeah, our people built that, because I'm quite proud of that. Yeah? Now, 1920, the first original Black Wall Street. It was, again, run by veterans. They had over 300 businesses, 5 schools, 2 banks, 2 major movie theaters. Now, what happened to Black Wall Street? Yes. It's the only sanctioned bombing by Americans on American soil. Burnt that absolutely to the ground. And then they changed the law. But if you cannot rebuild on burnt ground. They changed it even more, that if you are doing that, you have to build with brick. Now, it took 265 days for a black earned dollar to leave that community. And the only time it left was to buy brick, because they did not manufacture their own. All right? My question to you is this. How long do you think a black earned dollar stays in our community today? 10 seconds. You see something that you like on Amazon, it's gone. Okay? Right, so we are very much in support of black-owned businesses. You should look up an app called Official Black Wall Street. It'll tell you wherever you are in the country where a black-owned business is. Okay? We need that support to continue growing. Okay? Now, I want everyone to stand up. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys in the back as well. including our panelists, right?
That was his legs. Go totally.
Now, the US does not have a lot of confidence in our abilities and our capabilities as black individuals. They love the fact, however, that our dollar is spent a lot, okay? They will accept that, all right? But the opportunities are limited, and their expectations of us are also very limited. If you look at this chart, one of the amazing things here at the bottom section is 1 in 3 Black and African Americans are expected to go to jail. That's 1 in 3. Okay, and this is a 2016 study. All right, and if you look at the ages of that group, it's for ages 25 to 35. So when you're in your prime earning capabilities and your prime job, that's when you're most likely to go to jail, to be incarcerated. 1 in 3. And if you look around, that's just looking two bodies down. That's the expectation of it. Okay, I'm going to ask the panelists to sit. All right, I'm going to ask the front row to sit as well. Just the front row. Okay. Now, these individuals have made it to the top of their respective field. All right, and as a percentage of the entire group, those who just sat, they will also make it. They'll become doctors, they'll become lawyers. Now, what happens invariably is they move on and move away from the community. So they never look back to see who's behind them. All right? So I encourage you, as you progress in your careers, remember how terribly important it is to give back. That's what these individuals are doing. Every single one of them could be at 10 meetings this morning earning monies. All right? But they are giving back to you. All right? I want the back row to sit. Okay? Yeah, they did sit. See, most people would have noticed it. But those are the individuals who keep our communities running. There are school teachers, our janitors, all right? Police officers. They keep us running. All right? But no one looks back and sees them. All right? And those of you who are standing in the middle, this is the expectation that the US has for you. All right? Now, as part of Blacks on Wall Street, what our mission is, and we've been accomplishing this with great flair, is to provide vehicles for you guys, all right, to learn and understand that you have that earning potential, all right? You do not have to be part of this statistics. You are part of the Blacks on Wall Street family, okay? If you guys want to be seated, that'd be great. So with that, we're going to start introducing our panelists, and I think that you'll be very entertained, and I hope you learn a lot. As you listen to the panelists, I want you to think of a question that could benefit you today that one of these individuals could answer for you. All right, think about the question, because we will be asking questions as we go through the day. All right. So first up, magnificent woman, Del Rochester, Area Vice President of Oracle Corporation. Del, if you could walk us through the intro, please.
So good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am truly honored to be here. This is my second time I've had the privilege of sitting before you all, so thank you for making the time to spend with us. This is also a significant blessing to us and to me to be here with you guys. It's always good to get your perspective on things and to stay connected. As Dennis mentioned, I am Area Vice President at Oracle Corporation, but that's not where I started. So much